Yo, what's good, everyone? It's me, Matt from Diazable, doing another album review. I hope you're doing well because I'm doing kind of great. I don't know, trying to switch up the intros, but yeah, checking out this album from Jarhead Fertilizer. I'm really bad with this album name, Sir. I should have done the pronunciation name, Sir Carceral Warfare. Ooh, sorry, but yeah, they are a four-piece death grind slash slam metal band, and they've been putting out a few albums, EPs over the past like 4 or 5 years. This is their second full LP, and all I gotta say is like, slam metal it's a very interesting genre because a lot of people say some genres, especially in the metal world, can sound really, really similar. And I don't deny that. What a lot of people say that stuff because I listen to a lot of heavy stuff. And I will have to say too that slam metal, a lot of the time, a lot of it does kind of sound a lot similar. Grindcore, slam metal, it can sound a bit derivative of itself a bit. Like if I think we're speaking objectively, it can be out of other genres that are out in the world when it comes to music. But I would say I'm very impressed with how Jarhead Fertilizer has kind of switched things up a little bit with the slam genre and this death grind genre that they're in and producing and everything. So I'm really excited to explain and show a little few clips of this album for you. So let's get into it. Beginning of this albums and this track starts off very, very ominous with the bell towing, and then like there's like police sirens and stuff. It really helps set the tone for this album. And there's like a really big, disgusting, heavy open with some slow and deep guitar and bass work, and then some boomy ass drums. And then those vocals are so deep and monstrous and just disgusting. I was like, whoa, this is pretty fucking good. Then it slowly and effectively moves into different parts of the songs. The progression in this track is really good. Got some really good groovy riffs and some nice blast beats. Um, and they do a lot of interesting layering on this song, like with the instruments and other, I guess, clips and sound effects they used here, because it's not just straight slam, slam, slam. There's a lot of nuance and a lot of care that went into making this song, particular, I think. And then they're like towards the end, there's a really, really good death metal like playing and just going really intense. And then like it just kind of ends and fades out, and it's pretty cool.
Even when you're gone, I'll tell them my religion's you. When punctures
Here we got some fast and intense drumming with some hard riffs that are doing some pretty cool, I guess it's called guitar scaling. Like it sounds like the guitars are going up and down in like sound. And I think I'm saying that correctly. I also really love how everything is being incorporated into this these songs so far. Like everything, you can hear every instrument play like at the same time. You can distinctively hear everything, and that's really, I think, hard to do with bands and mixing and stuff, let alone a slam metal band. So they did that really good. The bass is getting a lot of love, and overall, it's just tight as death metal, and I'm very impressed with it. Here on this particular track, the drumming is really good here, especially with the use of the drum rolls they have here. The song is overly like ridiculously groovy and heavy at the same time. Very well balanced out song. And like I say, I keep coming back to the drumming on this particular track is really stunning. And there's a really nice, slow and disgusting breakdown towards the end of the song. And fantastic song. So I will play a clip of Cell Warrior for you. You hear those little like little from like the hi-hats they're using. Like it's those little things that make, I think, this band stand out more than your typical slam metal band. they just do little things, nice little flares. This is a really creepy ass instrumental song with some really weird synths under a deep and rich bass line. It's overall, and with some really simple drumming. Overall, this interlude is a short, simple, and effective way to keep that atmosphere they started off with, the early sample clips, and just how the overall feel of this album is. It creates a really good sense of dread that's, as weird as this sounds, really cool and fun to listen to. So I want to play a little clip of Torture Cage for you. Yeah, so that's Torture Cage. I don't know, it's fucking incredible how creepy it sounds. Continuing with the creepiness, they have like a Charles Manson like sound clip at the beginning that's kind of like unsettling. But then they move into with some thunderous drums, intense guitar work, deep bass, but it all has a really good groove to it. Like they know how to play well together, which is so impressive for a slam band. I keep saying that, but yeah. Then the vocals, they are really deep and super, like he got some deep gutturals that really fit on top of this track. The vocalist has some really good versatility. And another thing, the guitars, they have some like guitar pinches here and there that really sound good on this track. Again, they use another like sound sample clip at the beginning to create that disturbing vibe and everything. And then on this particular song, the opening, the bass has like some weird reverby wonky sound to it. Pretty interesting. And the drumming in the background is very dynamic and very like all over the place, but in a fun way, where he's being not just simply playing, he's doing different things. So it sounds really good. Especially the use of the kick drum on this particular track. There's a smooth transition from like the sound clip into the song and everything. And the way the band comes in, they come in really hard and like just abrasive in the best kind of way. And they keep using a lot of cool sound effects on their guitars and everything. I can't really pinpoint what it is, so if anyone has knowledge of that, let me know. But like I just love how interesting and diverse their like thought process and song structures are all, because it could be just straight slam, but they do little tweaks and like add little extra sound effects that just make it stand out compared to other stuff. And also, like on like the 3-minute mark, there's like some really cool death metal jam groove they got going on, and some nasty screams and everything. Great vibes all around. The snare drum on this song, especially at the start, is really impressive, the way they're using and playing here. It's got like a lot of death metal, like it's elements to it, but it's got so much groove to it. It's a groovy ass song and a groovy album. The song overall has like a huge sound to it that's really cool. And everything is like turned up really like loud, but also mixed in really good. They're layering all the instruments very well on this particular track. They even added like a machine gun clip that kind of blends in well with the song and everything. So who's ever producing this album is really good at just blending stuff so smoothly into everything. So that's one thing that just stands out for me on this album and everything. And then towards the end of the song, they got some cool like crossover style guitar solo. So kudos. I feel like the best way I can describe the vocals in a good way is like they're just being vomited out of the vocalist's mouth and everything. They just sound so disgusting, but like so cool and everything. They just really stand out. And then this entire song is just like one long giant drum solo, which is, you know, pretty impressive. From like switching things up from being all slammy and super heavy, but in the background there's like broken glass and everything being tossed around that really adds some like interesting contrasting sounds on this song. And then at the very last second, they just do like a quick like death metal mash that just brings it back to like, hey, we play slam metal, don't forget. So I want to play a little clip of Hysteria for you. random just drum solo song. Like, who thinks of doing something like that on some like death metal slam stuff? The opening like movie clip they use here is so freaking crazy and like vile, because like the guy's just talking about like saying like I believe in this crazy thing, I believe in this disgusting thing, I believe in like all this like crazy ass stuff, and at the very end he literally says I believe in you, and I was just like, oh my god, that's like in a weird way disgustingly deep, like saying you believe in all this nasty shit and you like you're just as nasty as that person, like a weird backhanded comment and everything. And then after that clip they go all in. It's just slamming like death metal, hard and slow, demonic style vocals and everything. It's just super impressive how like they saved everything for the last bit of this album and it just go full in. And also in the background of the song there's like this weird humming sound that creates like this in me a sense of dread and just like uneasiness that's like pretty cool. So I think everything they were working on this album really comes together at the end of this particular song. So yeah, so these are my thoughts on the new Jarhead Fertilizer album, which that word is like cereal, I think. I'm really bad. It translates into another way to say prison. So overall the album's called Prison Warfare, and that's a great way of capturing this album because it does feel like you are in a weird, like dreadful warfare, but where there's like no rules. And what other places that is in prison where nothing is survival of like the fittest in so many different ways. And they create that sense of animalistic dread on this album. And this is by far like one of the best death metal albums I've listened to in a long time because every track is important to this overall encompassing album. Like nothing should have been taken off, nothing should have been added on. It's just a perfect summarization, and they all blend really well together, from the instrumentals to the drum solo song to the heavy slamming death metal songs with all the clips from the different movies and stuff. Everything just fits perfectly. And I would say another thing, the production here is so good because you can hear every instrument, you can hear every sound clip so perfectly. Every little glass breaking, every little weird humming noise in the background, everything is just sounds beautifully on the production side of this album and everything. And then the band members themselves, the vocals, ungodly, monstrous, deep death metal vocals that just never like give up. They just sound really great. Hard hitting riffs that are just chugging away, and they got some nice solos and different kinds of like guitar scaling pinches and just nice variety. Like everything on this album, instrument, everything has, it's not stale, it's not stagnant, it's always different. Drumming is really intense, from blast beats to a slow down like drum solo song, very nuanced and very diverse. Bass getting a lot of love here, a lot of deep like sound, a lot of solos and everything. I can't talk how perfect this death metal slash slam album is. Like to me this is like the new gold standard when it comes to like slam metal and stuff, in terms of like you don't have to be like heavy pummeling sound, blast beats, super heavy chugs all the way through, because they do that here, but then they switch it up to like switch, like give your brain like let your guard down, like, oh, they're switching it up, it's not gonna be as heavy, and then they bring it back. There's just a lot of like diverse playing here, and it's really enjoyable. It doesn't get boring, it's easy to listen to it over and over again. Nothing really sounds the same. So can't say anything more that I haven't already said. This album from Jarhead Fertilizer is a good, solid, perfect 10 out of 10. Yes. Links down below to their music and everything. Check them out. Really great band. Check out this video I have here. And thanks for coming on by. I'm Matt from Diazable. Till next time. Bye.